Afternoon, Mr. Chair. How you doing?
Good. And yourself?
It's always good to see our council member. My name's Oliver Spurgeon III. I am the treasurer for DC Strings and also a board member as well. A lot's been said about DC Strings already, talking about the great work that we do. We're a community-based orchestra. We performed in all 8 wards of the district, had over 50 performances, and our orchestra is really made up of a really diverse and really large and different audience. If you think about the Washington Symphony Orchestra and who they're performing for, DC Strings is probably the exact opposite. Our members skew a little older on one hand and a little younger on the other, and we're really emphatic about featuring minority and women composers and conductors as well. And then the thing we really focus on is performing for audiences that are musically underserved, and we really focus on audiences east of the river. We were born and we grew up in Ward 8, so we're from Andrew lives there, I live there, and so that's where we actually believe that we need to focus and grow. We believe that all kids in the district deserve the privilege and the passion of having access to quality music, no matter whether it's jazz, classical, contemporary, and then that music education should take place both in school and out of school in DPR facilities. I used to work for the National Recreation and Park Association, so this is a subject that's really, really near and dear to my heart. Okay. We used to say that an ounce of programming is worth a pound of prevention, meaning that we can use recreation centers to pour into kids, to build them up, to endow them with the skills that they need to really be successes in the future, and music is a bridge to doing that. I know you've been on social media talking a lot about Nipsey Hussle. His interest in music is really foundational, and we want to do the same thing for a lot of kids in DC, inspiring them with the passion and talents they need, the music theory, the music education that they don't get in the classroom at DCPS. And the way that we can do that is by expanding the year-round cultural art program. It's a line item that DPR has, and we think that it'd go great with the community collaborations and partnerships that we offer already. We've done a number of programs already with Hart Middle School and also with DCPS, and so we're a proven collaborator and partner. And many of our musicians are performing largely at little to no cost. They're pretty much volunteering their time in schools already. And so we think this is a ready-made partnership that DC Strings can offer to the district, and making sure that it's done so in an equitable way, because right now the district really doesn't have band or performing arts or strings education in all schools. And so we want to make sure that we're focusing on underserved communities, but also providing those services in other forms of the district, other portions and areas of the district as well. The big thing, and I already know that you're on the education committee as well, as you think about that work, also focus on the music per pupil allocation. We have a 10, 20, 30 approach, meaning that we should double the allocation from $5 to $10 for elementary school students, from $10 to $20 for middle school students, and likewise for high school students. And we think these investments will go a long way to bridging the gap for those students and making sure that music education is available for all students throughout the district. And then lastly, I'd also encourage you to add a $15 allocation for instrument repair and maintenance. One of the things we do is we take a lot of instruments that people have in their attics. It's called Instruments in the Attics, actually. And we take those instruments, get them repaired, and then actually donate to the students that we work with. And so we've heard from so many of those teachers from around the district and at Hart Middle School who've said, you know what, those instruments you donated have changed that kid's approach to music education, their life, and they're performing better because they have that instrument at home. So with that, I want to thank you so much. I've also got 2 letters of support to submit for the record. One's actually from DCPS, and the other's from the band director at Hart Middle School.
Got it. Thank you.